Hi, I'm Chad Alan Wandel, and this is DJTV. Welcome to this episode. I hope you've taken the time to follow episode 1 and really come to the conclusion that you're ready to move forward with your business opportunity or plans and take this to the next level. So you've decided, yes, I have what it takes to go forward, and rather than getting experience with a multi-op company or another DJ, I'm ready to do this for myself. What do I do next? Well, here we go. So we're going to talk about setting up our business today, and what that entails is basically the groundwork to everything, the foundation to your business, and that is taking your little booty downtown or to your sub-courthouse and filing and registering your business. In different parts of the country, this could be a completely different process, but here in Texas, and more specifically my county here, Tarrant County, where I live and do business in, I have filed my certificate, DBA, under my name for my business, and I've also registered my business with the state so that I am protected at a state level. Now, doing this on any level type business setup that you do is crucial because, one, it protects your trade name, whatever business name you want. That means nobody else can use it in your county if you register it with the state. It means nobody else in the state can use it, and if you file it, trademark it nationwide, that's, nationwide or worldwide depending on what you do. It does cost money. It's not a free service. It's something you have to pay for, but in protecting your business, it's vital. So you do have a lot of opportunities and different choices here, and each one is going to be different depending on your situation, and this is just kind of the information you're going to need to know. Later when we start talking about business plans, you can have more information on which one's right for you, or you can do like what I did, and I actually hired my business attorney to advise me on things. He reviews all my contracts, and also my CPA helps me determine what's financially best for me. How do I avoid taxation? How do I limit my tax liabilities? And how do I gain more profitability through my business? And if you don't have those two things, that's something you should probably start thinking about finding and getting right now, is a tax attorney, CPA, and a business attorney. And a lot of business attorneys will do things pro bono, well, not pro bono, but they'll do them on an as-need basis. You won't have to sign a yearly contract with them and pay a bunch of money. You can do things as you go. Here's contract review. Can you review this? Can you review that? Can you help me with this? Help me with that? And so the next thing we're going to talk about is the actual filing status of what you do with your business. Most people are going to start off with the very first one that I'm going to talk about, which is a sole proprietorship, also known as doing business as, filing your doing business as certificate. It's the easiest, it's the most straightforward, it's the cheapest, it doesn't take any legal expertise to set it up. The other ones that we'll talk about, I would highly recommend that you have an attorney do that, because filing the paperwork can be tricky in itself. The applications and the paperwork that you have to turn in are kind of hard to follow sometimes, so definitely have an attorney do it. Again, this is the foundation of your business, so do it right. After you file some of those types of entities, changing them, updating or modifying them can be torturous at best. So take the time to research what's going to fit your needs and the plan that you have for your business. How fast do you plan to go from A to B and C, and where do you see yourself at your peak of business operation? That way you can plan accordingly on the style of business you want. Okay, so sole proprietorship, straightforward, it's easy, and this is how I started my business until I moved on to a corporation. So what you do, go downtown, look it up on the computer, boop, 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 there it is. Nobody's got my business name, I'll take it. 20 bucks later, or it was 16 when I did it, I think it's 20 bucks now or $22 now, and bingo. You have a piece of paper with your name registered with your county for your business name. That piece of paper you take to the bank, you open up a business banking account. And yes, you will have to have that information to open a business banking account. Banks will not just let you come in and open a business banking account because you claim to have a business. You will need the proper documentation. Now, there are some big advantages to filing a sole proprietorship, and there are some big disadvantages to filing a sole proprietorship. One of the big advantages is it's really easy to do your tax returns. Super easy. You don't have to go out on a limb. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. And there's no major rules and regulations you have to follow on operating your business. And the reason that is because There is no separation in the eyes of the government between you and your business. If that kind of made you scratch your head, basically what I'm trying to say is if you are out and about on the town with your family and you get in a car wreck and you don't have the assets to cover it personally, they can come after your business and you can be held liable for that and everything can be taken. On the opposite end of the scale, you could be at an event DJing, speaker falls on somebody, breaks a hip, they sue your business doesn't have enough insurance to cover it, so they can come after you personally and take your home and assets. Big problem, right? Maybe. Have enough insurance for one. That's step one after you get your business going, is you better go get insurance. It's protecting your assets. So do it. Don't let somebody take everything you've worked so hard to gain and take. So find what works for you. But it's very easy to get this going. So if you need to start up now to take advantage of something, go ahead and do it. It's fine. Just really don't look at a sole proprietorship being the long-term solution for your business. You're going to have to change sooner or later. You can do a partnership. So if you're trying to go into business with somebody, you can do it a partnership. However, I strongly discourage the use of a partnership. And the reasons behind that are, one, there's a lot of tax situations that come into play. It's kind of like running an LLC without the protections. With the partnership, if anything happens to that business relationship, the business is dead. It's over. It's off the books and you have to start from scratch. Nothing survives. It has to be dispersed, paid taxes on, everything like that. You know, all the purchase agreements of buying equipment from the other one or selling equipment to the other one has to be done immediately. Same thing goes if that person dies. Hate to think about that, but it's something you need to think about when you're planning your business foundation is, well, what happens if I die in the partnership or they die in the partnership? Well, then the partnership is nulled and you have to start from scratch again. And it could cost you thousands of dollars to rebuild and redo and replan everything, because the instant that comes off the books, it's opened up the opportunity for someone to snatch it right out from underneath you. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. So that's why I don't like partnerships. Then you have LLCs, limited liability corporations, which are great. Again, get an attorney and talk to your CPA, find out if it's right for you. It does offer some protection from your personal to your business. And then corporations, there's a couple of different types of corporations that are out there. And if you are in the stages of going bigger or you're adding more production, a corporation is a great way, a very great way to protect your assets and to lower your tax liabilities on certain things and to help offset taxes from your personal to your business. So again, I'm going to repeat it again, talk to an attorney and talk to your CPA and find out what works best for your situation. It is so important that you find out what works best for your situation. Don't just assume, pay the money and do it. Again, this is the foundation of your business. You do not want to mess with this part of your business. Do not cut corners here. Period. Don't do it. So get into it, figure out what works best for your situation and the plans that you're developing for your business and where you see yourself in 1, 3, 5, 10 years. Once you take that information, you'll be able to determine which type business structure works best for you, the sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC or corporation, S Corp, C Corp, whatever works best for your tax situation and your personal situation. And then file the appropriate paperwork. And again, if you're doing anything but the sole proprietorship, have the attorney do the documentation for you. It doesn't cost as much as you think it would, and it's going to be airtight and completely legit for you. Again, if you're interested in any of those things, go to your local state's website and find out what your regulations are, and they'll have a lot of the information there for you. And then again, another great website is the IRS.gov. Check out what the IRS has to say on each of those types. Look at the paperwork and the requirements from the IRS. There's a lot of great information out there. So again, don't mess with the foundation of your business. Do it right. You can't get by here. Do it right. Get the insurance. Start it solid. My name is Chad Alan Wandel, and this has been DJ TV.